Guys and gals, there's been a change. There's been a change in the prop firm space. Couple of big changes actually, and I want to make sure that all of us really understand what is happening and how we can benefit as traders, just to make sure that we're getting the best bang for the buck when trading with these firms. So first and foremost, let's talk about Topstep. Topstep. You guys are sneaky. You guys. At first, when I read the emails coming from them, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. But after a while, I'm like, hold on. There is a bigger change here that's happening right under our noses. But let's dive right into it. Straightforward. And you know what I love about it? Their marketing. Straightforward funding, no bull. Yeah, maybe a bit of bull, but let's dive right into it. A couple of weeks ago, I got this first email. Hi Dom, starting April the 12th, commissions are going to be applied to all trades. So when it comes to, so this is how it works. Every single trade has two sides, when you enter and when you sell, and you get ticked now for both ends, right? So minis are a bit larger. It's 50 cents for entry and then 50 cents for exit. That's going to be $1 for that round trip. And then we got our micros, which is half of that, which is 25 cents for that entry and 25 cents for the exit, which is 50 cents for a round trip. And with how NQ is currently trading, the majority of us, or my recommendation is trading with micros. You can make a lot of money with micros. You can scale out and scale in really easily. And to be honest, I think it's like the better kind of version of trading, because usually you can trade minis or micros. And it really does add up after a while. If you're a swing trader, you're not going to feel this. If you're a scalper, you're definitely going to feel this. It's going to cost you, let's say you're trading 10 micros a trade. That's going to be $5 every trade that you take. Even if you kind of break even, expect the -5. And it adds up. I took a screenshot of my broker from today's trading. You can see the commissions, right? This was just one trade, getting in and out. I paid roughly $5 of commissions. And there's also these fees. I don't know what these fees are. It's 74 cents per micro. But again, it kind of adds up to $10, $15. You take 10 trades, it's $100, and there's $100 less, right? It's not a big deal, but it's a change to the downside. Maybe it's simulating real markets, but I think it's like a net negative change for everyone. Ultimately, they're going to make money off of this, right? This is the dealer's edge here, but it is what it is, right? And change number 2, when it comes to Topstep, this one hurt me a lot. And this one kind of changed my opinion on them as a firm and if I'm going to be trading with them in the future. But before I go into that, this is what they had before. They had 2 paths. They had a standard and they had a consistency path, where standard, you can withdraw up to $5,000 per account. So a max of 25K minus their profit splits, and a consistency path, which is up to 6K minus their profit splits, which is 90-10. So this was really good. I was happy with this because if you have 5 accounts and you get them all up to 10K, that's a 5K payout per account being 25K USD. But of course, like all things, it was too good to be true and they had to change this. So what they did is they sent an email just before April 28th saying on April 28th, there's going to be new pricing across the board. Number 1, we are reducing costs of the 50K account, the 100K account, and the 150K account. So you can see here, the 50K account went from $109 to $95. So that's a $14 drop. The 100K account went from $159 to $149. So that's a $10 drop. And the 150K account, it went up from $209 to $229. So it went up $20. But wait, there's more. If you keep scrolling down, it gets even better. No, it doesn't. It gets even worse. They've capped XFA payouts. And this really hurt me. It hurt my soul deep down inside, because this is why I love Topstep. They're high payout caps because this is what brings a lot of money on the table. And look what they did. They ultimately cut it between 50 to 60%, depending on what account size you're looking at. So the 50Ks, the consistency path, it went down from 6K to 3K. And on the standard path, it went down from 5,000 to 2,000, which is a big drop. It's over 50% for that account size that I really like, the 50K standard path. The 100K, it's not that big of a drop. It's a bit better. And then the 150K, there is no change. But again, this is a really major change that I'm not liking. And to be honest, my current accounts on Topstep, they are going to be my last accounts on Topstep. Unless I should get moved to live very soon, but assuming I blow, I am not repurchasing the 50K accounts again. In my opinion, I'm going to be going elsewhere. And you might ask, Dom, like, where should I go? What's good? Well, guess what? I got a hookup for you. And they are FundedNext. There's a couple of them. FundedNext is my top 2 favorite. And the reason why I like them is because they have really nice rules when it comes to trading, and they're a lot cheaper than a lot of the firms out there. So currently they came out with this really cool flex program, and I'm going to dive into their landing page in a sec, but they have great targets. There's no consistency after passing, which is what you want. You can have a reward up to 90%, end of day drawdown. So there's no intraday trailing, that is the real BS of what Apex used to do, and they still do. And no daily loss limit. So they have 3 account sizes. They have the 50K, the 100K, and 150K. And they have pretty heavy discounts right now, but if you use code DOM, it gives you an additional discount on top of what's already on the website. So let's dive right into that website and let's go through some details. So jumping onto their landing page when it comes to purchasing or starting a challenge, if you go into the futures plan, which is I think what all of us trade, you go in, you can select multiple account types. My favorite are the Rapid Challenge and the Flex Challenge. Rapid's cool because you can full port an account, and within 2 minutes, assuming it's a good trade, and you make a 1.5 to 1, you pass. 1 day. It's a bit expensive though. That's the only downside. But again, if you want to get an account within 1 hour, this is the way to do it. But Flex Challenge, this is cheaper, it's affordable, and it makes sense. For the safe, responsible trader, I think this is a great option. I really like it. And they basically have 3 account types. They've got the 50K, the 100K, and the 150K. So looking at the 50K account here, their profit target to maximum loss drawdown is pretty nice. It's 2.5K to 1.5K. So it's a 1.6x account, which means that you have to generate 1.6x more than what you have available to lose. When it comes to Topstep, that's a 2x. So it's more difficult to pass Topstep accounts than this 50K account. There is no daily loss limit. So once you hit that 150K, it just closes you out. There's no activation fee. So this is what you pay for the account and this is what you get it. The max positions that you have for the challenge and for the FundedNext account is going to be 3 minis or 30 micros. So they do have a consistency rule of 40%. It's only for the challenge. It's not for when you're funded, only the challenge. So the easiest way to do this is day 1, get half of it, right? Make 1.25K on the account. And then the next day, do the same. There is an add-on where instead of getting an 80% profit split, you can get a 90% profit split for an extra $15. And there is a reset price too of $78. Okay. So once you select your account's size and you click on get plan, it does say 133 for the account, which is probably what it's going to be in the future. If you type in code DOM, it's going to drop it by $64 and totaling it to $69 for the 50K account. So again, it's better than Topstep in every single aspect. Fast payouts 1 day and a pretty good support. So again, that's my to-go prop firm right now. So Topstep, you've been my first love, and unfortunately, it's time to part ways. It's more of a you thing than a me thing. And it looks like FundedNext, for me, it is a pretty awesome contender. And if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Dom Trades, and I do live trading 3 times a week, trading ICT concepts. And on that note, stay trading.